My name is Jamie Hartzell. I'm a social entrepreneur and the founder and managing director of the Ethical Property Company. The Ethical Property Company is a true triple bottom line business. What we're doing is we're delivering social, financial and environmental returns. We attach equal importance to all three of those. And the way we raise finance is that people like you invest in us. By making that investment, you're making a direct ethical investment in social change. And you will receive for that a financial return, but it'll also be very, very clear exactly how you're delivering social and environmental benefits as well. So what we do is we use that money to buy properties, which we set up as centres for organisations working for social change. We're supporting the change makers in our society by bringing them together into one space where they have more affordable rents, flexible lease terms, highly supportive property management, and the chance to share with like-minded organisations, to share meeting rooms and other resources, IT, and to collaborate and work together to build their profile. And for our investors, we produce an extensive social audit that details what social and environmental returns we're actually delivering. And this isn't just something that we're providing for information. This is an essential, crucial part of our business planning process. We're learning from our mistakes, looking to see not just how our profits can be increased, but our social and environmental returns as well. We see this as a virtuous circle, where the more money we make, the better it is for society as a whole. I founded the company together with Andrew King. The history really goes back to 1982, when Andy came into some money, wanted to do something useful with that, and decided that he would buy a building close to his home that he could set up to support cooperatives and voluntary groups. It was a fantastic model. It was highly useful to the groups. The money was secure in property, and it produced a steady income, a steady return. And in 1998 we felt, well, if this works for us as an investment, why won't other people invest in that too? So we teamed up with Triodos Bank, turned it into a public company, and launched one of the first ever ethical public offerings in the UK in 1999. As an investment, what an investor receives is a regular dividend. We've paid a dividend every year for the last 10 years, since 2000, virtually since we were founded, and also a clear social and environmental return. And that investment, of course, is property-backed. It's an asset-backed investment, so it has a higher level of security, and the price of that traded share tracks the property market. So in the last 10 years, we've grown enormously. We now have 15 centres across the UK, spanning from Edinburgh, Sheffield, Leeds, Manchester, Bristol, Oxford, London, Brighton. We set up a foundation that uses our experience and our knowledge to give free advice to charities. And recently, we've expanded into continental Europe. We set up a centre in Brussels to support environment and development groups campaigning in the European Parliament, a counter to those 25,000 corporate lobbyists who are trying to limit the environmental regulations coming out of Europe. We're very much a values-driven company. The people who work with us are very committed, they have very strong values themselves, and we see our staff as investing in us, and we then want to invest in them. People are a core part of our business. In spring 2010, we'll be launching our fourth ethical public offering, and we'll be looking to raise £7 million. It'll be our largest offering yet. But even then, the minimum investment in that is only £400, because we want to be sure that the widest possible number of people have the opportunity to invest in us. We'll be setting up a number of centres around the country. We're looking at a centre bringing together all the fair trade companies and fair trade support organisations in the UK in order that they can really work together, improve the understanding of fair trade through public exhibitions and public access to the centre, and also improve their communications with developing countries so that they can really get a stronger dialogue going with their own producers. We're looking at a human rights centre, bringing together human rights, civil rights, social justice organisations into one space. There's lots of small organisations that might be tucked away in basements or in poor quality premises scattered around London. We want to bring them together into one really high profile centre. So in the long term, what we see is a network of centres around the UK, around Europe, even around the world, and a network of investors coming together to really deliver effective social change through property.